Hey everybody, can you hear me? Doing a sound check right now. Hey honey, can you hear me over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi guys, Minute Christie here. Welcome to the room. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Please forgive me for the few minor audio glitches. We're still trying to figure some things out. But if you are here, thank you so much again. I told y'all we were going to get back on this live thing. Trying to get back on a regular schedule is super busy and crazy as we prepare for the holidays. So please bear with me while we figure out a schedule that works best for us over here as well for you guys. But if you are in the room, whether you're watching us live or in the replay, we are here. As you guys can see, we are definitely about, communication. It's a two-way street here. I would love to chat with you guys. If you are you got something to say, you want to say hello, you want to shout out your business or anything like that, please hop in the comments, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you do, or who you come to support. If you don't have necessarily a business for yourself, but a business that you love, shout them out as well. So before we hop in today's topic, first of all, I just want to let you guys know who I am and what Satin Talk is going to be about. If you're new to the room, let's just get this out the way right away so you can decide on if this is where you want to stay. We would love to have you here, but I want to make sure that I am putting some extra information into your life that benefits you and not just me. This is a us thing, y'all. So my name is Minivay Chrissy. I am the owner of Minivay, which is a hair care loungewear self-care boutique. I do this for myself with my brand, and I do offer some private label, excuse me, private label services to other businesses that want the items that we manufacture. We also help them boost up their craft business, their retail business, convert them over to wholesale, getting distributors and different things like that to, allow you guys to be the true boss, boss up, get some people up under you and really CEO the business. If you're going to title yourself a CEO, you should definitely be able to get to that status. So that is what we do here. I share my experiences, how I was able to do that with my business. And hopefully there's something in there that makes sense for you that you can implement into your own business plan, your own blueprint. You don't have to copy and paste what I do, but take what makes sense, y'all. That's what I'm putting it out here for. And if y'all have something to say to me, please, please, please come on in. I would love to hear it. I am definitely a sponge. I learn on a regular. This is why I do so well. I learn nothing is ever a failure. It's always a learning process. We are always growing and nurturing this baby that we got over here. But today's topic, I kind of wanted to protect us a little bit, y'all. I'm here for us. When I give out my little tidbit, what grinds my gears about shady business and thing that's going on in the world, period, not just in the business world, but definitely in the business world, is all of this scam and just shadiness that's going on. Treachery is amongst us. And I don't talk about these things to get on anybody. I'm not talking to anyone specifically. I just want to protect us, y'all. It's a lot of people out here getting scammed. And because some of the scams are getting great, it doesn't even mean that you're slow or you're an idiot or anything like that when you get scammed, because these scammers are getting smarter and smarter. They're starting to look like legitimate businesses. They are starting to actually spend money to look like the real thing. Because that little bit that they pay to make something look real is worth it if it allows them to scam more people. So we have to be more vigilant. We have to pay attention to these red flags. I hate when my clients come up to me and tell me how a business got over on them. It really makes me mad, because it also makes it harder for us, the good guys that are out here that are providing services and making sure that our clients do well. We have to prove and go above and beyond, which we have no problem doing, by the way. I will definitely prove to you that I am worth every penny, that I'm worth all of your time, if that's what the situation is. If we feel that we are beneficial for each other, I will always play my part, but I just feel that it's crazy that you have to go through so much to prove that, because there's so much unnecessary BS happening out here that it makes everybody stay, ahead of the game. Everybody got to be on their toes. And I want to make sure that you, my consumer friends, as well as my business friends, when y'all go out and y'all buy spend your money, you give your time. That is so it's so important. Your time costs just as much as, actually spending money on something that is protected and that you are putting it out there in a way that makes sense. So, scammers beware. I might lose a few of y'all if you're a scammer, because I'm going to talk directly to you, in the sense that if the shoe fits and you're now listening, because I have no clue who you are. But I'm really not digging this whole people are out there doing what they're doing because they're trying to get by. You know, the the scales are tipped and we are on the favorable end. I get it. I definitely understand why people go through certain lengths to get what they need. I understand that. My issue is when people go to certain lengths to get what they want. It doesn't even come down to I have to steal to survive, because you're not surviving if you're stealing to go on luxury trips. If you're, I mean, I don't believe in thievery in any situation, but if it came down to a thing of desperation, were you really that desperate to go buy name brand items? Were you really that desperate to go on luxury trips and just do all these things at someone else's expense? That's what gets me. It's not yours, don't touch it. It's not yours, don't try to take it. It's not yours, period. It's not yours. So for my business owners, when you see things online that seem too real to be true, I'm not going to say that it is or it isn't, but I'm going to say investigate. Do your research. Make sure that it's legit. Check for red flags before you give your money to anybody, including me. Check me. If you want to call me and reach out to me for services, check me. Anything that I say I can do for you, I got receipts to prove that I can do it, and then I will do it, and we go through the proper channels. You pay a certain way. There's, structure. I don't just come in and everything's due up front and you have no clue what I do. I haven't given you any information to show that I can actually do this for you. I haven't proven myself to be worthy of you coming in to utilize my services, because you have to pay me. We haven't built any trust or any relationship. And I do advise you, along, when you do it with me or anyone else in the service-based business, or even if they're providing you a product, go touch it, feel it, get samples. Even if you have to pay for them, I would rather pay for a sample than pay for a big, $2,000-$3,000 order. Just make sure that you're doing your due diligence as a business owner as well as a consumer, because your money is also important, to make sure that you're actually getting what you're paying for. If they don't have a website, they don't have a business email address, you look them up on Google and there's nothing to be found. If their social media name is just so much, it's completely different from what their business is. Those are all red flags. If you can't find an actual person attached to a business anywhere, not even a customer service representative, someone that can answer a phone call or anything like that, that is a red flag. If everything coming from the email seems automated, it seems like a bot has done everything, you've never encountered a real person, that's a red flag. Go through your reviews. If they have reviews on that page, even though reviews can also be fake, at least go through the reviews, because if all of the reviews are posted on the same day, if all of the reviews are posted in the same tone, which means the same person wrote all of them, if they are written in the same style with no punctuation, run on sentences, things spelled wrong, written in slang, and like if they all are similar, not saying that that can't happen, but if there's 10 posts and they're very similar on the same date, maybe a day or two apart from each other, again, just poor English, different things like that. That is a red flag that you are running into a scam. These businesses may look legit because they have something in the checklist, but they need to have a majority, if not all of those. They need to have a business email, a web address, a phone number, an email, some type of customer service resource where you can reach out to someone. The English needs to be proper on the website. Yes, we're human, a typo or two may be there, but if their whole site is full of typos and it just doesn't sound right, those are all red flags. Do not spend your money there, because there's a good chance that they are going to take your money. And once you start filing reports and you start trying to do certain things to, get your money back, they're going to disappear on you. The pages are going to be gone, lines are going to be disconnected, the emails are going to bounce. That's what's going to happen, and you're not going to be able to track them. If you use something like a Cash App service or a Venmo, a Zelle, something where money is instantly being transferred back and forth, a wire transfer, there's a good chance you're never getting that money back. Okay. So, PayPal is what you want to lead towards, a Stripe payment. Like Anchor FM and all these different places, they have links on these actual websites where you can pay. If you go through a website, you want to make sure there's either a PayPal or a Stripe. I mean, you can even go through your Klarnas, your Afterpays, your paying for because those are through third party um, payment processing merchants that will make sure that money is being spent legally. They will not allow scam to just happen under their name. So you want to start to make sure that you are utilizing those type of services when you're paying. Don't give out important information like your social security number. Don't give out tax IDs and different things like that until you know for a fact that, number one, the service requires it. Because if you're working with someone and they're making, social media posts for you and they ask you for your social security number, get the hell out of there. Okay. That doesn't even make sense. You definitely need to be making sure that the information that they are asking you for makes sense. Don't text them a credit card number if they say they'll process it. Don't, call in if it's not a reputable business that you can trust, giving your, credit card number over the phone. All those different things need to be, taken into consideration. And I just hate to see us, being scammed and taken advantage of just because we didn't know what to look for in red flags. Allow me to give information to you. Again, just because I want to make sure that everyone fully understands what goes down and having these SATIN talks. We're having real life conversations about what's going on in our world, what we see on social media, and what input we have about that situation that can bring a better us, whether it's in our mental, whether it's in our personal lives, our relationships, our business lives, anything and everything about us that makes us us. We want to make sure that we're always growing, that we're nurturing it, and we're moving it in the correct direction. That's what we want to talk about. If you have any comments, please drop them in the comments. I will still respond to these comments, even if you come to me afterwards, if you're catching the replay. When you catch us live, you can come into the room, look in the descriptions. The phone number is there. You can text us and we will give you a shout out. Text us with your name, the business name, either a website or a social media handle, what you do, what you sell, what holiday special you have going on, any information that you want me to share with our viewers here, whether they catch us live or in the replay. You can definitely do that by texting us. 8777-bonnets is the phone number. You can drop your comments if you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. We are live on all three platforms right now. Get in the comments and we'll definitely respond with the information that you have for us there. Or, of course, there is a link in the description and in the comments of these videos. You can actually come on. Let's throw your face on the screen and you can introduce yourself to the world yourself. I would love to promote and put you guys out there. To my followers that love to keep up with me, I definitely would love to support you in return by giving you a little space on my platform. Let me know what y'all want to talk about in the future. I will let you guys know what's coming up for us. Again, it's the holiday, so we're super busy. I haven't had a lot of, social interaction planned, but as we get back into a regular swing after the holidays, we will definitely be doing more conversations, where we can speak to each other back and forth. I definitely want to have you guys in the room with us. I am going to take a moment to check all of my pages to make sure that I am not missing anybody. Hi, Savanya. If you are here, feel free to comment in and, let everybody know who you are, what you do. I love to shout out what you have going on, sending you my love and prayers to you, my dear. I can't see she's in the room. Let's see what else we got going over here. I'm looking on Facebook. Where are my Facebook people at? Can you see anything? Can you do another sound check for me, love? And you guys will hear me doing this from time to time throughout the show. I can hear myself in my headphones, but I don't know. It's just something about technology where I need to give myself a quadruple check because okay, good. Sound check, good, good. I'm just glad we're still here with each other. So I'm gonna run into the second topic, and this is the last topic of the evening. So we're only, yeah, I'm gonna, okay, so I'm gonna get one more in here. So we talked about scammers and just, putting out the red flags and just understanding that before you spend your business or spend your money on anyone's business, once you invest into anyone's business, whether you coming in as a consumer or as from another business, business to business services, you want to make sure that these people can actually do what they say. There are a lot of gurus out here that are giving out information of something that they looked up, something that's played out. It doesn't really work. It used to work, don't work anymore. Or they're just giving you little tidbits and nuggets of what they do, and they are not fully giving you the details and then charging you top dollar for it. It's non-refundable. You can't get your money back. They're cash apping and they're doing all these other things that don't allow, secure transactions. So once the money is in the air, that's it. And I want to keep you guys from falling into that. I don't want you guys to fall into those traps. I'm not sure why this link is still. Hold on, y'all. This link been up on my thing the whole time. Let me pull this down because we are not. First of all, let me put this disclaimer out there since it was up and I didn't realize it was. We are not pushing or promoting or anything affiliated with SBA.gov. Our last live that we did, one of the young ladies that we spoke to was asking about tips and tricks for her starting up her business, and I just let her know that I advise every single business owner, especially new business owners, to head over to sba.gov to get the information that is needed on the federal tip, as well as there's some links to find out what you need to do in your local area as well. And that is why that was up there. Again, we are not affiliated with the SBA, the Small Business Administration website, any of their affiliates or anything like that. I'm literally just sharing information with you guys. So I want to clarify that because someone just brought it to my attention that that was on the screen. So forgive me for that. But to hop into the second topic, I want to talk to us persons, the business owners, the CEOs of our businesses. We kind of touched bases on it a few days ago when we caught up from a missed live last week. We talked about, not being upset about people not supporting you because there's a few reasons why people won't support you. Some of those reasons may be because of you. It's something that you doing that is turning them off. They're not interested in what you're selling because it's just not what they're interested in. It has nothing to do with you. You're just not in their market. Or it can be the way that you're putting things out there. And as a business owner, you have to be able to take some constructive criticism sometimes, because this is exactly what I'm about to do. I'm about to ruffle a few feathers. But a lot of times people are not coming back to support you because they are doing what you told them to do. Okay, give me a second. Let me sip my tea. Not try to be funny, literally trying to sip my tea. My throat is dry, y'all. But I see a lot of posts out there where you guys are saying, come back when you're ready. Come back when you got your money ready. Or, if you don't have no money, just say that. And just different thing when people are window shopping, allow them to window shop. Allow them to look into your brand and your business, look through your services, and allow them to determine on if they want to shop with you. Then allow them the option to shop now or shop later because they may not be ready for you now. Maybe they're researching for something that they plan to do in the future, and you have this humongous, serious inquiries only sign, or, only come when you're ready sign. We only serve current customer, whatever it is that gets business owners to a point of entitlement. We're always talking about entitled family members, and we're always talking about entitled friends and how they come in demanding stuff. But as business owners, we do the same thing sometimes. If you're not ready, don't come in my store. And how many times have you, just a regular normal person, been to a mall and walked through a store knowing you weren't going to buy anything, either because you didn't have money, it wasn't in your budget, or you just know you weren't coming in to buy nothing, but you walked in anyway? How would you feel as a consumer if a store owner walked up to you as you were walking in the door and it's like, you're not buying nothing, get out. Don't even come and look at what I got because you don't have no money. How would that make you feel? as a shopper? How would that make you feel coming back when you did have the money? You would look at that store with money in your pocket and maybe think about walking in and go, yeah, no, never mind. I'm gonna go over here. Because when I didn't have no money, they didn't have nothing to say to me, nothing nice to say to me. And you have to think of your business and your virtual shoppers, people that come in and inquire with you online, because we do most things online nowadays. The same way, you have to treat your window shoppers with the same amount of respect that you treat your ready to buy your customers. They are potential customers. One day they will be ready to buy. They're going to remember how you treated them. Did you answer their questions with respect? Were you polite? Were you inviting? Did you say have a wonderful day? We can't wait we can't wait to be able to serve you. I can't wait to be able to design for you. One of these days we'll be working side to side, and when that happens, I can't wait. That's how you're supposed to treat them, whether they're ready to buy with you or not, because that will turn around and be something that can turn into profit. That is an investment into your business by spending time with potential customers, whether they're ready or not. And then the great salesman in you should be working on closing that sale, even if the sale comes later. Sell whatever they're looking for now, even though because I mean, really, you don't know, but you think that they're not ready to buy. So go ahead and sell it to them so they will be ready to buy. Next time they come, you sold it to them so good that the next time you see them, that's exactly why they're there. They are there to buy because you already sold it to them. Now that I know, look, I'm the customer now. Now that I know what I'm interested in, and I know that you, Mrs. Business, Mr. or Mrs. Business, excuse me, can serve me. You have the products that I need. I loved your personality. You were so real and personal with me, and I enjoyed the entire experience. The next time I come in, ma'am, I'm buying 10. I'm ready to buy. I'm ready to move forward. And when I'm not, I'm at home and I'm still contemplating and I'm figuring it out, I still remember all of those services or products that you showed me that made sense. Somebody's going to ask for them and I'm going to refer you. All of that matters. To be a successful business is more than just taking a dollar. It's more than just that one individual transaction. It's about everything that leads up to it. It's about everything that happens during the transaction, as well as your follow up and your commitment to keeping them as a return customer. All of these quick sales, these flash sales, these one peak people, these one hit wonders that never come back is all fun and games until something like a pandemic happens, and you're not going to expect them to just walk in because they're not window shopping anymore. They're not doing, you have to make sure that you're making that impression to get them to come back no matter what. Oh, we can't walk in, but guess what? You know what? I looked up. She got a store. They will go out of their way to find you when you give them that good experience. Don't sell the product. First of all, the product should sell itself. The product should be so good that it should sell itself. What you are doing is you're selling an experience. People come back because they want to experience that euphoric feeling that you gave them when they came in and they were only interested, when they were only just looking, they was just being nosy. They knew I wasn't going to buy anything, me speaking as the customer again. They knew I wasn't going to buy anything. And she was still so sweet to me. She was so, polite. She gave me all the information that I needed so I could come back and make an educated decision. That's how you want your customer to feel when they walk out, whether they buy something or not. So that is the last nugget for the evening, you guys, that I'm gonna give you, just because my mouth is getting dry. These are gonna be super quick chats, y'all. 30 minutes, an hour tops if it really gets good. Because if time allows and you guys are super, into the participation tip coming in, talking to me, we can definitely keep this going for at least an hour. But since it's just me in here this evening during the live, remember I will be here to respond to your comments afterwards. So even if you're catching the replay, please, please, please come in and chat with me in the comments. I will chat back. Post who you are, tag your business, shout your, promote yourself here, guys. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about what you got going on. If you want to come in and ask some questions about what you think you should do, like if you ever wanted to pick my brain, now is the time to do it, because while we're on the show, it's yours. If we have time and we can get you in, I'll cycle through things that we have going on, because I'm going to claim that this thing is going to turn into something. I will definitely make sure that I speak to my people, my supporters, the people that are always here with me. I will always try to make room for you guys as long as time allows. So I'm going to get out of here for the evening. Thank you so much for coming on back into the room with this Satin Talk. I am your host, Minave Christie, owner of Minave, the business boutique, as well as your hair care, loungewear, and personal care Boutique. I am your founder of Bigger Better Bosses, the Big Bad Support Boss Group, excuse me, and of Bosses in Love, your mom and boss wife, situation there. We are behind the scenes on everything in Bosses in Love, behind the business, behind the podcast, behind our travel, how we homeschool. We are for us and by us, and we show you guys how we live this life that we do. Both me and my hubby work Minute full time. No, this is not a side hustle. This is a 1000% us thing. We were able to get to that point from, launching our craft business, turning it into a wholesale and manufacturing facility, and started to launch new things like talking to you guys through our SATIN Talk and with our podcast and with everything that's going on. So if you see anything that we're doing here and you're interested in, seeing how we did that, Bosses in Love is the place to catch that, because that's the behind the scenes of everything that we do. So follow us at Bosses in Love on Facebook and Instagram. We would love to have you there as well. Have a great night. I want to push love, peace, blessings, wealth, health, prosperity, all those good things onto your life if you accept them. I pray that they touch your threshold, they cross over. You accept them, you grab them, you grow them, you nurture them, and then you pass it on and bless another, because there is room for more. Let go of that blessing when it's time so more can come on to you. I pray for it for myself. I pray for it for you. I will catch you guys next week. Have a wonderful evening.